What type of music is this?
Really good. The best music you've ever heard.
That's exactly what I said.
Make no mistake, this is a comeback album, and a major one.
I think it's going to be #1 for about 15 weeks, and that we're all going to be extremely rich and famous.
Live it up and let it go.
The Epic Records legacy of REO Speedwagon, one of America's great rock bands, includes 15 albums, 6 of them platinum, another 4 gold, 2 #1 hit singles, and the 7 million selling LP, High Infidelity.
High Infidelity was an album that once we were done working on it, it was our favorite album.
The 1988 release of The Hits allowed the band the opportunity to roll with their own changes. Joining lead vocalist Kevin Cronin, keyboardist Neal and bassist Bruce Hall are 3 new members. Hit songwriter Jesse Harms on keyboards, Brian Hitt, formerly of Wang Chung, on drums, and ex-Ted Nugent guitarist Dave Amato add a rocking razor's edge to the REO sound.
He's a crazy man, of course. I mean, he comes to us from Ted Nugent, and it's exactly the kind of hard edge that we needed. We went out looking for a guy that was as crazy as possible.
We're back with a vengeance. I mean, the way Davey plays guitar and the way Jesse writes rockers, and you know, the way Brian, you know, plays strong, it kind of made Bruce and Neal and I kind of go, yeah, this is really fun. This, you know, so we're rocking out. We've also got the, you know, the nice sensitive type of you know, lyrics and you know, the folk songs that we've always written.
You've been over it so many times in your head. Looking for a hidden message of hope in something she said.
One good indication of the new group is the fact that there's 2 songs on the album that were written by the entire group. It just says written by REO Speedwagon. That hasn't happened since the first album. So it's that sort of a team effort all over again.
I started writing songs with a guy named Jesse Harms, and we wrote a few songs that really sounded good, really sounded like REO Speedwagon. And
then once we started working with 2 keyboard players, we realized that it's a much more natural feel than just hooking everything together electronically and having one guy be a human sequencer.
So then we needed a drummer, and the first guy that we jammed with was Brian Hitt.
It's nice because his name is Brian, and we don't have enough people in this organization named Brian. Right now we're up to 3.
The band is rocking more than we have in years. I mean, there's just a new kind of energy in the group. You know, everybody in the band right now wants to play music and wants to get out on the road, and we wanted to make this record.
Our philosophy on music can be summed up in 10 words. The earth, a small man, his dog, and a chicken. It's actually meant to be a visual title where you see the picture on the front, and that sort of says everything for itself. And then, just in case you can't figure it out from that, it's written on the side of the album what you're seeing on the front.
It was a co-production between Tom Lord-Alge, who is a Grammy-winning engineer and co-producer. He produced Stevie Winwood's last few albums, and Jesse Harms and myself, and really, you know, the whole band really was in on this whole thing, you know, more than it's been in a long time. This is by far the best album we've ever done, no question.
Good answer.
REO Speedwagon is back and running harder and smoother than ever on Epic Records.
Peoria, Illinois, good to see you all again. I'll tell you something. You know what? been noticing there's a lot of people right now in the 90s, and they think they know how to rock and roll. Here's what they do, right? They sit home with their little remote control machine, right? They got their fat asses on the couch. They're watching MTV. They think that's rock and roll. I think that's bullshit. What do you think? You know, I'll tell you what else. Dig it. People sit at home with their push-button telephone, right? They're dialing some 976 LOVE number, right? They think that's love. I think that's bullshit. What do you think? I knew that. I know because people like us, man, we know how to rock and roll. We know how to live. We know how to live it up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Live it up and let it go. Your time is up before you know. In a world full of wonder, well, don't let your troubles pull you under. You're telling me your life is tough, and what you need is stronger stuff. When you can live a destination. Get up and cause it all and not sensation. Oh, live it up. Life is what you make it. Come on, baby. Oh, live it up. It's not for you to take it. You set walls, you MTV, you take away. If you don't deal the situation, then get a guitar and rock the nation. You can, oh man, won't you like the news? No, but if it feels alright, just let it roll. Girl, you got nothing to lose. You make it. Come on, sir. Whoa, really? You tried that? Just come on and take it, baby. Woo. is it doesn't matter what